Hi everyone, welcome back to our Azure learning series. This is the fourth lesson in our journey of learning how to create a resource group in Azure ML. So as you can see here, this is the resource groups that have been created, and in the previous lessons we explored three different, ways how to create resource groups, either manually through the website here. This is for instance, you can click here, create, or using Azure CLI using command lines in my PC, or in you can also open this here. This is the command line as well. And the last one, I think it was, yeah, I'm sure it Python SDK version 2. So now the last one, let's see, the last method how to create the resource group is using the Azure DevOps pipelines. So this is, for instance, the pipelines here. Then before we get started with the pipeline setup, this is the pipelines, how to create the pipelines. It's essential to understand one key stuff. DevOps service connection. These connections allow Azure DevOps to securely communicate with your Azure subscription and resources. Let's get started. So to create the service connection, I will click here. You should click project settings, service connections, and they have also here some other service connections. You can try to delete this. So I can also show you how to delete it afterwards. But first we need to to create a new service connection, you need to create a click here, then select resource, Azure Resource Manager. Then it should be service principal automatic. Click OK. Then the subscription will be listed here automatically. Okay, you need to uh, give your email, password, just to make a connection between these two websites. Now you can see I have this I have these resource groups that have been created in the Azure ML. You can see this. It's already retrieved to this because we have a valid connection. Now I will select, let's see, this one here, and the surface connection name should be, I don't know, let's say Azure connection pipeline. I mean, this is enough. And for sure, you need to click this here to allow all pipelines to using this subscription. So sometimes you have many pipelines here, and if this is not unchecked, if this is unchecked, it means you have to create, let's say, a new pipeline, or you have to make a permission. But I will just give it like this. Now select. Setting up the connection maybe take a while. Yeah, okay, finish. So yeah, this one here, Azure connection setup. There was a big, let's see, a very important issue. Let's see, have to be solved. But before solving this, I will try to show you what is the error itself. So to avoid this, and I don't need to just to give you a solution, but let me just give you uh, the problem that I was facing. Let me just select this one here, or let's say try to create a new pipeline. Create a pipeline. Let's try to use classic editor. And if this is disabled or you can't see this, I made a video on this how to enable the classic editor. So I will select the repo develop branch. Now I'll try to make it empty job, and you have to select your agent. I also had made a video on this, how to make a agent poll and etc. Now let's try to give a first job. First job for the pipeline is using Python version. Python version I have 3.11. Now the next step, how to create the group resource group. We need to install the Azure CLI. I mean the Azure itself, machine learning stuff. And it's here. I will just copy the name and so install. I mean the name, install Python, and the command itself. Okay, now I will select type a script. I will say choose PowerShell. The location, I mean, it's not a file. It's only an inline. I will put it here. Add the ML extension to Azure. Now, as you can see, this is error here. I have to select the connection between DevOps and Azure resource and subscription. I choose the last one we have done. It's Azure connection pipeline. Now you can see the error is removed. Now the next step is to install also the pipeline and the resource group. We can also use Azure CLI. For this, I also have just to create to copy the name and the command and resource group. Also, it's a PowerShell inline, and I will put it like this. Okay, this is also a parameter. I will show you how to set up also parameters here. Now we need to select also the a connection. It's a connection pipeline. Now you can see this is a parameter here. If you would like to add a parameter, you can do it here. Let's say connection. And there's also a variables group that could be used by all pipelines. But let me just go with this resource group. We could call this resource group demo 01. Yeah, keep this name so we can see it here. So now it's not here. Just to make sure that everything is fine. Okay, cool. So I have seen the agent. The agent should be default. Okay, so we need to install the MLI machine learning extension. So we need to add the command. Also, you can add this for the, let's see, for as a parameter, we can also do it here. Why not? Location STUS. You can have you see what are the available, let's say, locations supported by Azure. $sign. Don't forget this parentheses, otherwise it won't work. Now this pipeline won't work, but I want just to show you how to solve the issue and what is the issue and how to solve it. I will save and run. So I think the pipeline is running. Yes. The time is different. So it's 10 here. But anyway, it's not important. Now you can see it's starting the pipeline. Installing this stuff in my PC, in my agent, build agent. But this will take a while. I will try to pause and see what's the problem and how to solve it. As you can see, this is installing the machine learning extension talk almost 4 minutes. Now it's creating a resource group, and I'm quite, yeah, you can see here we couldn't create a resource group with the service connection here. So now how to solve this? Because as you can see here, the AO connection client ID, you don't know which ID you need to add, or so this took me, let's see, few hours how to figure out, because I have set up this few years ago. Now you have to go project resources, I mean connection settings, go to the service connection again, and our pipeline, let's see, is connection. Our service connection is this one here. So you need to go to the manage app registration. This is for the first time, just need to copy the name, and you can see this is the name. Just copy this. But to show you what is the ID showing in the client, this here, ACD9 blah blah blah. It's okay. It should be, if you click here in the managed application demo, you can see this object ID. This is the same object. If you can see here, ACD, and the last one is 8B0. ACD and 8B0. Now we need just to copy the name. Copy the name, then go to Azure. I mean this let's say connection. Do we need to make a permission on top of the let's see, for the subscription, or only for the resource groups, and or maybe for the storage account, or or here in machine learning stuff? But for me, I will just make it a top here. So this connection should have a permission to create and delete anything. I'm not quite sure if this is the right way, but it's just as a demo, just to show you how to. Now let's see. We go to the main page, then click subscription, click your subscriptions, and in this access control, we need to add a contributor role for this service. So now we need to go add role assignment. Now in this job roles, you don't need to come here. You need to be in a privileged administrator roles. So I will select this contributor here, and I will say next. Now assigned access to user group service principal. As you can see, it was a service principal. We select the service principal when we create the service connection. Now I need to select a member here who has the permission, the contributor permission. So as I said, I will copy the name from here. I already copy this name. This was the name, and will be listed here. You can just click OK, select, assign, review. Yeah, and it's granted. It's role assignment. Added a role assignment for this. Now let's go back to our pipeline. I will edit. You can edit from here, or you just go back to this and edit. Edit pipeline. So because this already installed and it takes much time, I just disable this one. Right click, disable. Now I will copy this. I will let this as it is, a service connection pipeline, and I will run the pipeline. So this time I won't pause anything, because it won't take much time. It's already starting. You can see this is already moving, but here I don't know why. Okay, now it's triggered. So you can see here, create Azure resource groups. It should work now. Due to the permission. Now you can see what was the name of our group, resource group. It was in a variable resource group demo 01. Let's have a look if it's here. Resource groups, and if this is resource group, it's not here, you can also select it, search from here. Resource groups. Resource group demo 01. This is how to set up, how to create a resource group via pipeline. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, how to delete the service connection. You need to go here. Now, let me see, I need to remove this. You can click here and delete. Okay, there was also sometimes it's not able to delete it, but let me just let's delete this. Okay, everything now is working. Perfect. That's perfect. But if not, if it's not working and give you error, let me just delete all of these. Maybe I can find the error. Hmm. But let's assume that this is not you cannot delete this. Go to the app manage app restriction registration, and right, and from here you can see this is the name and blah blah, and you can just remove from here, delete. This is the deleting, and go back to the surface, this one here, and click delete. This is how to delete it, but I have no idea why it's just working now. But that's it for today. So what we have done, we try to create a resource group via pipelines. And in the beginning, we have to create a service connection to communicate between Azure and resources and subscriptions, and adding the pipeline. And for the pipeline, it's just I have done it as a demo. Let's see, but it has to be, this one has to be triggered automatically. And for instance, you can see enable continuous integration. Once I have anything, let's see, want to make a merge to the develop branch. This, for instance, the pipeline will be triggered, or you can add it from here. I mean, I usually use this one. Go to the repos, classification, policies, and select, let's say, the develop branch. And from here, you can add the pipeline. For instance, our last one was this one, right? Yeah, I think this one here. And just click save, and it's like the continuous integration in the pipeline itself. That's it for today, and see you next time.